Floyd's Mayhem Garage here. Well, alright, day off here. Started doing some other chores this morning. Went and got some groceries, things like that. So, kind of early afternoon already, but figured it's time to start working on the race car some more. Started working on it last night. Ended up not filming anything. Just kind of get into those moods. I wasn't planning on doing anything last night, and I just started working. So, started roughing in the lead seam here, if you will. I had previously, a long time ago, burned the lead out. Some of it's still left on the inside, which I'm honestly not terribly worried about with this car. As you can tell, this is going to be a pristine paint job when I'm done. But, so I started working on that. Got these roughed in. This is Duraglass, or it's a Napa brand of it. Feather Light, or whatever they know. That's not what they call it. Anyway, whatever they call it. It's short hair fiberglass strands in it. So it's a fiberglass body filler combo, basically. Fiberglass with body, fiberglass hairs in it. And short hairs. So, it's good stuff. It's comparable to like all metal. I've always seemed to like the fiberglass or the Duraglass a little better than the all metal. Some people prefer the all metal. It's whatever you choose. But with the fiberglass in there, makes it much tougher. You can get it much thicker, which for these lead seams, it works really well since this is such a deep valley that you're basically filling in. So now that that's done, I can basically just glaze over it and finish that off. And that's pretty much as far as I'm going to take it. So I'll probably finish it off with, I think I've got 320. And then I'm going to prime it. And I need to sand the quarter panels down. I may just prime over the edge for now or get the whole thing. I'd like to get some primer laid down anyways. Started just sanding the roof. Got a majority of it sanded down. Need to go a lot further. Yeah, we'll just keep plugging away on this today. Hopefully lay down some color. Alright, got some glazing putty laid. While that dries, I started fiddling around with some other stuff, just looking at things. I was going to sand this door down and get it ready for primer, but then I realized, you know, I need to get these door latches on, because right now we're baling wired on. So I should probably actually get these latches at some point. So I went and grabbed my latches that I purchased and started fiddling around with them, and here we are. So what we are is we're a guy here, and this comes in, latches in, and locks it in place. And so that, you know, this will be on your door side, this will be on the car side. And then, let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Oop, other way. And pops it out. So these are like universal low profile door latches that I got off of Speedway Motors. So they've got, it's amazing what they have. They have all kinds of just universal stuff like this. So, but being these are low profile and small, I believe I've got enough room to mount them in here, because the door, I've had to cut away almost everything on the inside here for the door. And then because of the cage, I cut out quite a bit of this to clear the cage. And we're at a good level here now. I do need to end up actually mounting everything still. We're still mounted by just the roof, and everything else is pretty much dangling still. So I do need to go through and mount those as well. But we're gonna at least get some door latches on here. And my thought, I think it'll work. I'll probably have to make a plate on here and you know, get these mounted. With these screws, you can actually screw it onto the back side, and this threads through. You can cut a bigger hole, and then where this is mounted, let me here undo this real quick. This has room to move, so you've got adjustment in it like you would a normal car door. And so once you get that mounted, you've got some movement and play in it where you can tighten it up and adjust your door. So, and I'm thinking pretty much right there should end up working. I can, you know, probably even go, these are small enough, I might even be able to use the existing metal here. So, I guess it doesn't have to be up and down, it can be at an angle, huh? I guess it needs to be up and down, the latch at least does, because the door will swing in from sort of this way. But yeah, I gotta play with this anyways. So that is good metal there. I can probably just end up using that. And then I'll have to figure out something on the door side here and mount that up. Yeah, I'll play with that in between that and doing this body filler. So we're hardening it up pretty good. I got too much hardener on that one. It hardened up pretty quick. But got the other side laid as well. Yeah, I'll just keep fiddling here, and I'll keep filming bits and pieces of it, keep you up to date what's happening, and we'll see what I can accomplish. All right, well, that's looking pretty darn good. And I've been fiddling with the door here and wasn't really sure how to do it, so I just started kind of messing with it. And it did pretty much do exactly how I said it was, mounting it. I ended up mounting it lower, so you got this sort of body line on the door here, and you can kind of see it in the quarter panel there. But that's right where the door is latched, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty, you know, so as of right now, everything's still loose. I mentioned that the quarter panel's loose, door's loose, but I'll have to make tabs. I've got to actually get the bottom of the body mounted to the race car. And then once I do that, I can start making tabs that kind of come off, and maybe try to put some sort of rubber on there as like a bumper or like foam maybe. And that way the door closes up tight against it. Sort of like since there's no door seal, make it to where the door will be solid. But anyways, I made just a quick little bracket here. So look at that, huh? Cool. So mounted that in here. So far this is, you know, decently strong, but it does have some flex to it. But of course, you know, if you look at the door is the same way. There's no structure here. So got the latch in here and just bent up this piece of metal just to, let's see. Boy, that sun, how dirty is the lens here? Yeah, let's take a look. All right, maybe. Yeah, you can see how that guy operates. And the door, like I said, again, with everything being loose, it's kind of finicky, but latch is in place, and that's where you can really see how loose the door is. If I can make some tabs that come off and kind of hold the door on both sides, that'll prevent that. But I gotta get the bottom mounted first too, and then like this, the quarter panel's not even attached because of all the rust. So got a ways to go, but pretty slick. I gotta figure out kind of what to do from here as well, as far as moving forward, because I'd like to, you know, this works for now. Super simple. I may end up sticking with that. I'd like to maybe make a bracket or something to kind of hold this, just so it's not as dangly as it is. I can probably play with the shape of that, do some different things, but I mean, shoot, that works. So it looks much better with the door closed. The door's never been closed the entire time I've had this. The baling wire never held it tight enough. So body lines on this thing are awesome. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that to the other side and keep sanding, and I'd like to get some primer on this thing. next morning here, finished up doing some stuff last night. I think I got it primed, and ended up kind of hurrying because Taylor was on his way out. He wanted to come do some filming, and he wanted to check out the race car. So I started rattle canning it last night, and I was originally going to do it section by section, kind of like I did the fenders. Going to do a door by itself, and lo and behold, you know, I ended up priming the whole thing because I worked on the roof sail panel sections, and so I started rattle canning it, and it just looked horrible. As Taylor said, it looked like I filled it in with like a Sharpie, and that's exactly what it looked like. So this morning I ran to Napa, mixed myself up some paint, and if you notice, it's not here because we gotta pull it out. I got it painted. So I was kind of hurrying because Taylor was heading out, and he actually helped me finish it up here. So we're about to go for a test drive, but that'll be in the next video. This video is going to conclude me painting it. We'll do a walk around here. It looks awesome for being such a kind of poor paint job, if you will. I mean, it's good quality paint. I just did it quickly, you know. There's no body work really done to it, other than I did do the sail panels, and those came out pretty good. So a little bit of a wave on that side. The other side looks awesome. Roof looking good. But I'm amazed at how shiny this paint is. You know, and even like being kind of a poor paint job, kind of quickly done. It went on, I could have done it a little wetter. It was also, it's 90 degrees right now, so it was drying pretty quick on me. So it went on a little dry. So it's not quite as glossy as it could have been. But I actually think that gives it a good look and good effect. I am absolutely thrilled with how this looks. So to this point, I'm still continuing with the kind of NASCAR theme here. So I chose number 71. So I was going to get 71 on the doors. It's getting 71 on the roof, and I'm not sure if it's getting it on the deck lid or not. I gotta go through some more vintage photos and kind of see what the old NASCARs did. But it looks like a lot of them ran them on the deck lid, so I'll probably end up doing the same and get it kind of sticker decaled up. I want to get some windows in this thing, at least front and rear. I'll probably end up doing Lexan just because it's going to be easier, and then I don't have to be as worried about it, you know, flexing and breaking and cracking or things like that. But yeah, we'll see you in the next video.